Good evening to those who listen. It's July 30th, 2019, 11:10 p.m. And there's just a lot of crazy stuff going on. I just thought we should all be aware and alert of what could be coming. And that's funny. I was just talking about that. I was watching Paul Bagley, and that's where I got some of the information, from. And I looked a few things up and stuff. Black moon. We got a black moon coming, super black moon or black super moon, and I went into over and then you got this. Maybe it's gonna switch over. What happened? And of course it has to reload. Nice. What? Alright. Here's what it means. Well, it really doesn't mean anything except for the fact that it's 2 new moons in 1 month. You've heard of blue moons, but have you really heard of black moons, really? Every 32 months. Right. It is weird. Now that I think about it. 32 will be up. Really? Now they're not going to let me read the story. All right, fine. We don't need you, CNN. We don't need you. Anyway, they're talking about this black moon on the 31st and the 1st. But really, it's not going to be on the 31st. Oops, sorry, I got August. So it's going to be mainly on the 1st. And moonrise, August 1st, is 6:20 a.m. On the 31st, it's 5:08. So, and the thing is you're really not going to be able to see it anyway. It's supposed to be closest to the Earth, so it would appear to be bigger, except for the fact we're not going to be able to see it because it's a new moon. What if it was a moon, the Planet X system? Just throwing that out there. I don't know. Seems a lot of weird stuff going on. So then we got earthquakes, which there's been a little bit quietly. I mean, there still is earthquakes, just not really big ones in the United States, but a weird one in Kansas. And I guess there was one in Hawaii too. But these are just 2.5 magnitude and larger. As you can see, there's some moderates in here for sure, but nothing huge. So, the quiet before the storm, maybe. So we got this giant solar storm that's supposed to be headed towards Earth right now. There was CMEs coming from the sun. Supposedly these holes in the sun, I heard 3 holes in the sun that are spewing out these CMEs. And it's supposed to take until August 1st to get to Earth. How big a storm this is, I don't know. Is it going to affect maybe some blackouts, some power outages? Again, we got to be careful and be alert on the power outages. There's been a lot going on, but they've all been, in all these sporadic different locations. I don't know. It has been a lot of blackouts lately. It's kind of crazy. Some, if it's weather, I can understand that. But if there's nothing going on, then you got to be a little suspicious. So is something going to happen here? Are we going to lose internet, phone, credit cards, ATM stuff like that. Possibility. So we got to watch for earthquakes now too. So then I was also looking at the map of volcanoes, current active volcanoes, and I counted 29 that are erupting right now, or are unrest. It's called unrest, so it could be erupting soon. And of course, this has to reload too. But there's a lot of volcanoes going on. I don't see Hawaii though. Or yeah, over there. Yeah. So then, if you go over and look at the Schumann, the Schumann's been really quiet lately until yesterday and today. And then, got some spikes going on, and then blammo! Look at how huge this thing is. So whenever I see that, I always think, oh, maybe there could be some earthquakes. We'll have to wait and see. But now, also, I'm from Paul Begley, too. He was saying that there's hurricanes. Well, we've known about hurricanes. Hurricane Eric. It is already up to a Category 4 from what I last heard, and it's headed towards Hawaii. Whether it's going to hit Hawaii or not, still got to wait and see. And then there's another hurricane right behind that one headed towards Hawaii, Flossie. So now we suddenly got this weird hurricanes happening. And, people say, oh, yeah, it's hurricane season. But, Hawaii, I know Hawaii gets hurricanes, but you don't really hear that many. I mean, maybe lately with like last year and the year before. But before that, have you really heard of very many hurricanes impacting Hawaii? I remember looking that up before, and there wasn't really that many. So I don't know. It's just some weird and wacky stuff. And now with this black moon, and then this solar storm going on, which is what I wanted to kind of look at it with the subscriptions here now. I knew Grand Supreme News would report on this. And there's the Paul Begley one. I watched a little bit of that. Super black moon. Could this somehow have some prophetic implications? I don't know. So we just gotta keep our eyes open, be alert, be prepared in case something does happen. Not saying anything is. I got a feeling. Excuse me. I got a feeling there's going to be some outages. We've been seeing a lot of outages like with Facebook and Twitter and all that too. There's going to be something, but is it going to be major? Is it going to be really noticeable? Because even when these outages are happening, it's not really big news, and people aren't really paying that attention to it. And Paul Bailey was also mentioning something with like water and the waves and stuff. And it's weird that he said that, because earlier today I heard on the radio that the Mississippi River here in Davenport is going to crest again. I'm like, what? And we haven't got any rain in a while. Well, let's see. Yeah, in like a week or something. And even then, it wasn't much. We really haven't gotten that much rain lately. So I don't know where it's coming from, but it's just kind of a weird thing that I heard that on the radio and then this tonight. But there we go. So just pray, always be praying. And I have a request to make to you guys again for some prayers. As you know, or maybe you might not know, 2 weeks ago, I went to the doctor and told her about some problems I was having. And they did a test and found blood in my urine. And right off the bat, she was asking, if I was having problems peeing, or if I had any burning. I didn't have none of that. It's just suddenly not suddenly, but since December, which is kind of sudden. And when it happened, it was sudden. It was the same exact day that I had the stomach problems the first time in December. Well, it might not have even been stomach things. It might have been something else. But they did find a lot of acid and stuff, but that was because that was off those other pills. Well, I don't want to keep going into all that. But so she thought maybe it could be urinary tract infection. She ruled that out with the last test, and I wasn't having none of that stuff, so I kind of figured it wasn't that. So then she wanted to wait 2 more weeks, which it's been 2 weeks, and do the test again and see if the blood is still in there. So I went today, this afternoon, and did the test, and I'll probably get the test results tomorrow, but I don't know. Thing is the last 2 weeks, 2 days after I did the test, I started having the stomach problems, and then and some of it felt like it was stomach problems, and sometimes it felt like it was abdominal, even lower than that. And I don't know. So, and it was weird because there was a few days I had it, and then a few days I felt better, and then a couple, and then now it's been like, let's see, today's Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday. It's been 4 days straight now. And then I had a couple days in between where nothing, was doing pretty good, and then a few days where I was having some problems again. I don't know, but usually you can tell the difference between like something that's a stomach thing and something that was something else. And I've had both. So now it feels like more it's a stomach thing. I've been kind of bloating and stuff too, but before it didn't. So I don't know. There's something weird going on. Hopefully it's nothing major. We don't have to worry about it. I also was in the process of scheduling a colonoscopy too. And I went and took the paperwork into them, and they were worried about my stomach problems and the peeing thing and all. So now they want to do a consultation first. They want to know what they want to give time to figure out what's going on. They don't want to. I don't know. So it's just kind of weird, the stuff that's been going on. But just say a little prayer for me. I'm not worried. God's got it under control. I just want to, catch it. It's weird because when I had the test done, everything was fine. Never had no stomach problems at all. And then a couple of days later, I did. Stomach, whatever in that region, stomach, and even farther down by the hip, on the sides. I don't know. There's been lots of stuff thrown out there: kidney stones and gallstones and enlarged prostate, which is what the one thing the doctor said. And then there's other things, which could include cancer, but I've been pretty good at making my doctor's appointments. So the longest I've gone is 6 months. With this one, and then before that, it was even less. It was 3 months. So I've been keeping up, having things checked, and just did a prostate thing. The one kind of like that colon guard thing. Did that test and everything was fine. So they're not totally accurate, but I don't know. So anyway, just say a prayer. Thank you guys. Love you guys, and just be alert for the next few days, next couple days, in case something could happen. And this is just another thing we need to realize, that we are in the last days. These are signs. These are all signs. I've heard some people saying that the moon will be dark and the moon will not shed its light. But this is just temporary. This isn't. I think that Bible prophecy was more of a more permanent thing, or not permanent, but long lasting, a lot longer than just a few minutes, or a few minutes, a day. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I love you guys. God bless. Be safe. and keep looking to the sky, for our redemption draweth nigh. And if you're not right with God, please get right. Please notice all these signs and make a choice. Save your soul today. God bless.